Good morning. It's April 8th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. Researchers at the Gladstone Institutes have unveiled a new computational tool named QUIRE, which stands for Cluster Hierarchy Optimization by Iterative Random Forests. This tool is set to revolutionize the identification of specific cell types associated with diseases. QUIRE is engineered to detect off-key cells that can disrupt health and contribute to disease, utilizing an unbiased statistical framework to categorize cells from various tissues, including human and experimental models. Incorporating machine learning, QUIRE is capable of analyzing data from any single-cell analysis method such as RNA, DNA, or protein studies. This comprehensive approach enhances cell categorization across different research areas. Developed by Catherine Sant, Ph.D., during her Alzheimer's disease studies in collaboration with Ryan Corses, Ph.D., and Leonard Muka, M.D., QUIRE aims to provide a reliable method for analyzing single-cell sequencing data. Sant's objective was to create an unbiased statistical method that enhances research rigor and reproducibility, which is reflected in QUIRE's user-friendly design and standardized settings. Currently, Sant is applying QUIRE to Alzheimer's research, focusing on specific brain cell types and analyzing extensive datasets of human tissue samples. Since its preliminary release a year ago, QUIRE has been downloaded by hundreds of researchers and is being utilized across various fields, including neuroscience, immunology, cardiovascular, and cancer research. It effectively addresses key limitations of existing methods by accurately identifying rare cell types and avoiding the creation of non-distinct groups, as noted by lead researcher Ryan Corses. In extensive tests, QUIRE has outperformed 15 leading single-cell analysis tools, consistently identifying distinct cell types that others missed. This capability enhances the rigor and reproducibility of research findings. The tool also includes built-in mechanisms to prevent underclustering and overclustering, ensuring reliable detection of both common and rare cell populations. Researchers at Gladstone are optimistic that QUIRE will facilitate advancements in various scientific fields and biomedicine by improving the analysis of single-cell data, marking a significant advancement in the realm of single-cell analysis. A groundbreaking study from Arizona State University has revealed the significant impact of virtual reality on student performance in science courses. The research, conducted from 2018 to 2022, shows that students utilizing the Dreamscape Learn VR lab improved their final course grades by an average of 0.25 grades, with notable success in advanced biology courses. The findings indicate that students engaged in VR labs scored 1.7 times higher on assignments compared to their peers in traditional lab settings. This highlights the potential of virtual reality to enhance student engagement and reduce dropout rates in STEM fields. Lisa Flesher, chief of Realm 4 initiatives at EdPlus, noted that this initiative aligns with the national demand for a skilled science workforce. ASU is extending the reach of Dreamscape Learn by collaborating with community colleges and K-12 schools, including the establishment of a lab at Villa de Paz Elementary School in Arizona. The VR experience was developed in partnership with Dreamscape Immersive, co-founded by Walter Parks, known for his work on major films. Experts in educational technology view these findings as promising evidence that immersive learning can empower diverse students to see themselves as scientists and succeed in STEM disciplines. Students in the VR labs also showed increased retention rates, with a higher likelihood of remaining in their majors for at least 1 year after the course. Qualitative data from surveys revealed strong emotional engagement among students, driven by the narrative of saving endangered creatures in the VR environment. Across all demographics, students achieved an average grade of A on VR lab assignments, reflecting consistent performance. Retention rates in the School of Life Sciences improved significantly, with only 24% of students switching majors after experiencing Dreamscape Learn, compared to 29% prior to its implementation. The study's findings will be presented at the ASU plus GSV Summit in San Diego on April 8, 2025. Future expansions of Dreamscape Learn will include courses in various fields such as chemistry, sustainability, space exploration, engineering, business, and humanities, further broadening its educational impact. A recent study sheds light on the diagnostic challenges surrounding Parkinson's disease, revealing significant instability in initial diagnoses. Conducted from 2006 to 2020, the retrospective study analyzed patient records at Turku University Hospital and 3 regional hospitals in Finland, focusing on over 1,600 patients diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The research highlights the difficulties in distinguishing Parkinson's from similar disorders, particularly dementia with Lewy bodies. The findings indicate that 13.3% of Parkinson's diagnoses were revised over a 10-year period, with the revision rate rising to 17.7% when dementia with Lewy bodies was considered separately. Most diagnostic changes occurred within the first 2 years, emphasizing the uncertainty faced by clinicians, according to Professor Valtteri Kasinen. Common misdiagnoses included vascular Parkinsonism, progressive supranuclear palsy, multiple system atrophy, and clinically undetermined Parkinsonism. Researchers stress the urgent need for improved diagnostic processes, advocating for better training for neurologists, increased post-mortem examinations, and the development of cost-effective biomarkers. Currently, despite the use of dopamine transporter imaging, post-mortem examinations confirming diagnoses were performed in only 3% of deceased patients, with 64% of those examinations confirming initial Parkinson's diagnoses. The study also questions the relevance of the 1-year rule used to differentiate Parkinson's from dementia with Lewy bodies, suggesting that symptom overlap may undermine its effectiveness. Kasinen calls for immediate enhancements in diagnostic practices to ensure better accuracy and patient care. A new study led by Dr. Denise Hill at Swansea University is pioneering research into the effects of cold water immersion on military veterans with PTSD, marking the first investigation of its kind in the UK. This study is particularly important as PTSD affects approximately 8% of UK veterans annually, posing significant challenges to their mental health. The research involves monitoring cortisol levels in participants during weekly 10-minute cold water sessions off the South Wales coast. Alongside these sessions, saliva samples are collected, and participants complete post-swim questionnaires assessing their well-being and PTSD symptoms. Initial feedback from veterans indicates they feel invigorated and mentally refreshed after their cold water experiences, even though the average temperature of the Bristol Channel is around 9 degrees Celsius or 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Preliminary findings suggest that cold water immersion may positively affect various PTSD symptoms among participants. Dr. Hill notes that this study represents a crucial first step in exploring cold water immersion as a complementary therapy, potentially opening new treatment pathways for veterans. She stresses the need for evidence-based research to support the integration of cold water therapy into existing PTSD treatment plans. Despite the high prevalence of PTSD, with 1 in 10 people in the UK affected, there has been limited research on this condition, particularly regarding the impact of cold water immersion. If the study proves effective, it could lead to more accessible treatment options for veterans, thereby enhancing their mental health support. Future phases of the research will include blood sampling and interviews with participants to further explore the mental health effects of cold water immersion. A recent study has revealed a strong link between regular exercise and enhanced survival rates among colon cancer patients. Nearly 3,000 individuals participated in the survey, which assessed their exercise habits before and after treatment. The findings suggest that maintaining physical activity can significantly improve outcomes for those battling this disease. Dr. Kimmy Ung highlights a concerning trend. Colon cancer rates are rising among individuals under 50. She advocates for exercise as a protective measure against both the development and recurrence of colorectal cancer. The study found that survivors who engaged in regular exercise, such as walking for about an hour at a moderate pace 6 days a week, had better overall survival rates compared to their less active counterparts. Dr. Jeff Meyerhart, co-director of the Colon and Rectal Cancer Center at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, noted that any level of physical activity is beneficial for cancer survivors. He emphasized that even small amounts of exercise can lead to positive outcomes. The American Cancer Society recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity physical activity each week to lower cancer risk, stating that any increase in activity is advantageous. Research indicates that physical activity triggers beneficial chemical reactions in the body, improving immune function and reducing inflammation, two critical factors in cancer management. Catherine Schmitz, an exercise oncology researcher, stated that regular physical activity is one of the most effective strategies within a patient's control to reduce mortality from colon cancer. Despite advancements in screening and treatment leading to declining overall death rates from colon cancer, survivors still face a higher mortality risk compared to the general population, primarily due to concerns about recurrence. Dr. Eng emphasizes the importance of starting exercise early in life to reduce future colorectal cancer risk. Ongoing research aims to further explore the biological mechanisms linking exercise to improved health outcomes, particularly its effects on immune function and inflammation. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.